becoming rich and wealthy has very little to do with your education, your job that you work in. It has more to do with how smart, how aware, and how disciplined you are. And the best time to start your journey to be wealthy is when you are between the age of 20 to 30. Why is this the best time? Let's watch why in a little while.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
20 to 30-year-olds have the best opportunity and the highest probability of creating wealth because of these reasons. The first of the 7 reasons is you, whether you are a young man or a woman, are at the peak of your health between 20 to 30. It's scientifically shown that you are at your best physical abilities when you are between 20 to 30, and post 30 you start aging. The fact is that you start aging post 30. So 20 to 30 is when you are at your peak physical ability and you have the energy that is needed for you to go and do the stuff that is needed, the discipline that is needed to create wealth. When you are young, ideally you should not care about what people think about you, what you wear, how expensive is your shoes, what cars you drive, how big is your house. Don't care. Not caring about what people think is really a superpower. When you get older, you unfortunately get sucked into comparison with what others do. What this does is, at this age between 20 to 30, because you just don't care about what others think, you can live a life which has a lower cost of living and divert more of your money into investments that will build wealth for you. The third very important point is that when you start investing early, you are able to grow that money more aggressively by the power of compounding. The compounding effect makes the money grow significantly, since you are going to invest early and stay invested for a longer period of time. To give you an example, if you put 5,000 per month into an investment which probably gives you, say, 12% rate of returns, over a 30-year period, by the time you are 50, if you start at 20, this easily can go up to above 4 crores, just 5,000 a month. That's the power of compounding. That's another strong reason why we should start early, and how it's easier when you use this period of 20 to 30 productively and with great discipline, that you can build the wealth and richness in your own generation. To bring your cost of living down so that you invest, remember the golden rule which I mentioned earlier, and especially when you're young, you try and see if you can get 15 to 20% of your income into investments. And as you get older, maybe you reduce it to 10%. But try and move more of your money into investments, and because of compounding, it grows into a very big sum. The golden rule is your income minus what you invest is what you should use for spending on yourself. Most people get it wrong. They take income minus what I spend on myself and what is left as investment. That's absolutely wrong and a loser's way of thinking. Cut down on all your personal cost and use that money to invest and see it grow. I also want to touch about the topic of insurance, though insurance, remember, is not an investment, and don't try to buy insurance products which have investment linked to it. It doesn't work. Buy insurance in this age between 20 to 30. 2 kinds of insurance, that's an health insurance and life insurance. Young people don't realize that it's good to get it at this age, because your premiums are the lowest, because you are, like I said, at the peak of your health. So you start off with a low premium which you will not get later. And second is, you don't realize the amount of money which gets sucked into medical expenses when you get older. So you need a medical insurance. Even if the place that you work covers you medically, please take an additional medical insurance with the lowest premium that you get at that time, because you are young and the combined coverage is good enough and will continue after your retirement. And life insurance is important to take care of your dependents later. But do it at this age because you get the best premium rates at this age. This is the age when your financial liabilities are at the lowest. You don't have too much mortgages, you don't have too much liabilities in terms of dependents, for example. You mostly are not married, or when you get married, you don't have children by that time. So in this peak period of 20 to 30, you can live frugally and move most of your money out into investments. Once you get children and everything later on, there are other financial liabilities which come in, which you need to spend money on. So it becomes more difficult later in life. Maximize this 10-year period. This 10-year is which will decide how the rest of your life will be, whether it's peaceful, wealthy, rich, comfortable life. Remember, when you are that young, your risk tolerance is much higher. Why? Because even if some of your investments fail, you have a longer time zone to recover, because if you're at 20, you probably have this next 40 years to build wealth. So some of them might fail, some will, you can still recover. The risk-taking ability is much higher. When you're that young, you may not take those risks much later in life. So you will and can invest in high risk but high return investment products, because this is the time where you can take risk. This again makes it the most productive period for you to go and use your money and invest it. Taking on from there, this also gives you a long time for you to make mistakes and learn from it. You get to learn about financial markets, about personal finance, investment strategies, and you can recover from mistakes. The consequences are not so significant because it's very, very early in your life. So this is the right time to go and do all this and learn and get better for the future. So my message to all of you young people there, this is the time to go crazy and berserk in investing between 20 to 30. Take 20% at least of your income and put it in investment tools. Be disciplined, live a lesser life, party less, don't waste time on dating and love. All that can happen much later. Right now, focus on making money. Money is important to your life. All that you need is some good mentors to help you on how to make these investments. Go take risk, take high return investments at this age, build your corpus, build wealth. What we'll do in the next video is to look at some specific things that you can do in this age, and what kind of investments, and what are the don'ts which you should not do, and which are myths that you should not follow during this period. Till that time, stay unstoppable.